Hello and welcome to another Train Sim TV video. This is Mark. Here today we're going to look at the brand new Armstrong Powerhouse Class 68 Enhancement Pack, which was released in January 2019. In this video we're going to look at one of the included scenarios, which is 2P29, the 1717 Great Yarmouth to Norwich, which is 68005 Defiant on the front, with 68002 Intrepid on the rear. So, while we're waiting for the passengers to load, let's get in the cab. And we need to set it up first of all, so I'm going to enable the vigilance device, which is Control and D, that's now active. And then I'm going to input the master key with Shift and W. Press Q to cancel those. And then put it into forward gear. Notice as I've put it into forward gear, the RPM has gone up. And that's because the ETS is active. You'll note the engine speed varies based on whether you've got it switched on or not. All this is detailed in the manual. So we have now got the road to depart, forward gear. Put the headlights on. Nice to see the brakes that are now usable on the Class 68. That was something that was a real problem with the original. Okay, so something else that the 68 EP has is when you click Shift and 2, press the right key, you get this pretty cool looking exhaust camera, which I really like. I think that's a pretty awesome feature. And we're going to enjoy the departure here from Great Yarmouth from this camera. think it's safe to say that's pretty awesome. That I really enjoyed that. That sounded epic. I've got headphones on, and the bass as the power was going through the exhaust. Then that was superb. Really enjoyed that. So obviously you got other things you can do. Like the I button is for the instrument lights, as you can see. And there is other things included, like thrash mode has been included, which is on the Control and T key. Which simulates having an open window, even though I believe that 68s don't. It's still a kind of cool feature to have, I suppose. That was the driver vigilance that was going then. And of course you have the clag factor, which is standard on AP add-ons at them. Yeah. See, there's the clag. Obviously it's less than you'd get on the 56 pack or anything like that, because it's a 68 not a 56. So far really enjoying this. Got to remember the driver vigilance, DSD. Also included the traction motor simulation has been included, which is there on the Shift and M key, and that turns up the noise of the traction motors depending on what level of noise you'd like. I'm going to have it down at 1 because I'm more interested in the exhaust sound at the moment. The one thing I really like about this is the way it's simulated the sort of slow build up with a 68 that you get. That's been really well done. So here I am, I'm driving one of the DRS examples at the moment. You do get 5 liveries included with the pack. You get the Direct Services livery number 1, which is this one, the Compass livery. You then get the unbranded plain blue livery. You also get the Chiltern Railways livery, ScotRail livery and Transpennine Express. And they also feature, every loco features, the correct ones feature 2D nameplates, which are accurate as of January 2019. And personally speaking, this is a pack we've needed for a long time, because the 68 as it is was really hard to drive with the brakes and everything. And just generally it was a bit long in the tooth. It wasn't really modern standards, I don't think. Pretty standard DCG sort of add-on. Whereas I think now with this it's brought it up to the sort of standard you would want, which is what you expect these days from these enhancement packs. Decent enough joint sounds. Don't sound too plasticky or tinny, they sound reasonable, I think. Certainly adequate. Gotta be honest, I do love this camera view. It's a really cool, unique idea that is had with this one. That AP has had with this one. It's awesome. 68s are awesome locomotives, they really are. There's so much character to them, unlike a lot of other modern locos. It makes them really fun to drive, especially now. I'm really enjoying this. I'm on the approach now to Acle. Braking sounds. I'll take a look at the other liveries when we get to Norwich. I'm going to set up a little scenario. Class 156 going the other way, yeah? I love the bass. It's awesome. Try and play with the motor sounds whilst I'm accelerating. So you can hear the loud sort of scream there. I'm going to leave those on one. I love that turbo whine as well that I can hear. At least I'm assuming that's turbo whine that I can hear. looks to be getting cloudier because the sun's gone really dim. I am of course using the AP Weather Enhancement Pack, which I think is a recommended requirement for this pack. It's not actually a requirement, it is a recommended requirement, and it's a worthwhile one to get in my opinion. Makes some of the clouds do look a little bit off, but for the most part they're alright. I mean, they do look a little bit squashed up sort of thing. Hard to explain. But overall the Weather Enhancement Pack is a massive improvement on the DTG/Cougaju weather. Yeah, I'm going to struggle to get down to 25 at this rate. I'm still getting used to these brakes. This is the first time I've driven this. I wanted to make sure I drove it on the first chance I got, and on my first fresh viewing, so that it's all new to me. This is Bundle then that we're arriving at. I love the 68's names. Not necessarily in the sim, but I mean in real life they've got awesome names. Defiant, Intrepid. Remind me a lot of the warship class in that respect. Not sure what was going on with that signal. It was pulled off and nothing's gone past. Now the short drive down to Brundle Gardens. Let's have a little go with the roof camera again from this departure. I'm just going to go straight to notch 8 this time, rather than ease it up. bass effect, I do recommend wearing headphones when you're driving if you can. The bass effect is rather impressive. Not sure what's going on with these clouds here. It also looks like rain falling. The effect doesn't convince me. In all honesty, I don't know if that's what it's trying to achieve or if it's an issue somewhere. I must say that I haven't downloaded. I think there might be a latest update. Maybe it fixes whatever that is. But yeah, not sure what's going on there. Well, it might even be a train sim fault. Postwick. Last approach into Norwich now. So now that we've arrived at Norwich, we'll take a look at the other liveries that's included with the pack. That scenario, as I said at the beginning, that scenario is one of the included scenarios with the pack. And it is 2P29, the 1717 Great Yarmouth. Okay, so now we're just going to take a look at the liveries that are included with the pack. I'm going to start off down here with this Chiltern liveried loco, number 68011. For the most part, really solid job. It's looking nice. There's a couple of things that I have noticed with this one. One thing I've noticed with all mine, certainly on my install, is that there's no Vossloh logos on the noses. Not sure why that is, but there isn't. A friend of mine has reported he has got them, so I'm not sure why he's got them and I haven't. I have installed the branding pack and the extra stock pack, so I should have them. The other thing is these jagged textures here on the grill side. I'm not sure what that's all about, because on the other side they're flat, so hopefully something can be done about that in a patch. It's nothing major, but it's just one of those little things I noticed. Overall though, it's a nice reskin, it's looking good. The other thing about all my reskins is they seem to be missing the Vossloh patch, works plate. I think that was supposed to be in the extra pack / branding patch, but for some reason I haven't got those. It's another minor issue. I'm guessing that'll be patched again. The RS, the plain blue with the RS compass logo on it. Pretty good. Pretty good for the most part. I've not seen any issues with that. I like it. Good quality, nice textures. I'm loving the sort of shine and dirt on the side as well of these reskins. Not sure if that was original on the DTG one or not, but that is like the dirt you can see on the side, the speckles there. That's really cool. I like that. Personally, I'm not sure if the shade of blue is 100% correct, but that's just personal opinion. I'm not claiming that to be correct or incorrect. That's just me. I'm not sure, but I think it's more or less correct. This is the DRS compass livery. This was I think this was the original livery that they came out in. I'm loving the textures here on the compass, actual compass that you got the full Cumbrian map on there. I like that a lot, and the fact that they've got these lines in as well. That must have taken a lot of work to do. They haven't done what they did with the model one and get it run on one side. But yeah, that's nice. I like it. My only qualm with this pack is the 2D nameplates in that respect. I think in 2019 really payware packs in this respect should be getting 3D nameplates, but that's a personal thing rather than a knock on the pack. I think 2D is viable. It just would be nice to see 3D in my opinion. The thing with the jagged textures on the grills also seen again on this reskin. On one side it's jagged, but on the other side it's flat. So again, I'm not entirely sure what's gone on there, but if I hadn't been looking in detail I wouldn't have noticed that. Although I do notice also that seems to be lower. It's not a diagonal line like it probably should be in a straight line. You can't really tell on this side because it's jagged, but the line sort of seems to dip a bit. I mean, it's not really like a big issue, it's just minor little things. And this is the ScotRail livery. I love the names like Daring and stuff like that. I just think they're brilliant names. Not stupid names like named after somebody's dog or something like that. You know, really cool names. They're powerful. I mean, personally, I like this. A friend of mine did comment on the spots, the fact that they seem to come too far towards the window and the nose end. And if you look at a photo and compare them side by side, I do see it. But if I hadn't looked at a photo to compare, I wouldn't have seen it. So I don't think that's really a fair criticism for me to make. But somebody has noted that the dots do come too far this way. But all in all, I don't think it's really bad at all. Again, the decal itself is nice. Texturing on the side is nice. You got the jagged thing. I don't know if it's what it's like on the other side. Yeah, once again, I'm not sure if maybe it's a loco issue, because on this side of the locos they all are flat textures, whereas on the other side they're all jagged. So maybe it's an actual train sim or core DTG loco issue rather than something to do with the 68 Enhancement Pack. And this is my personal favourite. Like, when this livery was brought out in real life, I didn't like it so much, but now on the model I actually really like this livery. The Transparent Iron Express. I think it looks really good. 68024 Senator. Again, the nameplate maybe. For that wow factor, it could have been 3D. I know it takes a little bit longer to develop, but you know, really, I think it would be worth it personally to see that. Otherwise, that's there's nothing at all I can see wrong with this reskin. It looks really cool. So the one sound I didn't play when I was driving it was the startup noise, which I'll do now. Okay, so I'm not sure why the AWS is just stuck on there. That's a bit random. But yeah, all in all, I think it's a fantastic pack. It's really worth the money. It's good. The only minor issues are, as I've just found here in some of the texturing, but they are the only issues I've found. The sounds themselves are absolutely superb. They had added features like the clag factor, the ETS and stuff like that. Very well implemented. The physics and everything, awesome. I really would recommend you go and buy it because it does transform the DTG68, and the 68 itself wasn't that bad actually to start with, the original one, the DTG model, but this just improves it no end. I mean, the brakes spot on, the whole driving experience, especially the sound set, is absolutely superb, and I would highly recommend you buy it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget that we run regular live streams on Train Sim TV at Twitch, which is www.twitch.tv/TrainSimTV_Tom, and then TrainSimTV_Mark as well is another channel. Tom is the one that's more likely to be live during the week, with usually 2 or 3 live streams per week. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook at TrainSimTV. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.